Life, as we know it, has changed a lot over the past week. Everything is, well, basically shut down. Schools are canceled. Many workplaces are canceled. Restaurants are closed or takeout only. Bars closed. Gyms closed. Malls closed. Movies are closed. Concerts are canceled. The NBA, all sporting events, canceled. Even liquor stores are closed in the state of Pennsylvania. The typical things that people will do in my city to entertain themselves on the weekends or even during the week are all canceled. So since we're all basically going to be stuck at home for the next, I don't know how long, the only things we really can do is watch YouTube or Netflix and chill. So I decided to come up with 10, maybe more, ways to entertain yourself during this self-isolation, social distancing, quarantine period that we are all, as a world, in right now. Besides doing your school or work online, here are some ideas to kind of brighten your spirits, get you doing something out of your comfort zone. Maybe you might even find a hobby that you love from this video. Maybe. If you're new here and have never seen my face before, hi, my name is Julia. I post new videos every Saturday at 3 p.m. EST, which is 12 p.m. PST. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you never miss another one of my videos. And give this video a big thumbs up if you're going to be spending a lot of time watching YouTube videos during this quarantine. Because I know I am. Let's just go ahead and get into the ideas because, you know, we're not going anywhere. So let's just go. Let's jump in. Let's do it. Idea number 1 is going to be everyone's least favorite, but that's why we're getting it out of the way first, which is cleaning your room, home, apartment, self-isolation space, wherever you're going to be spending your time for the next, I don't know, few weeks, month. We don't know how long this is going to last. So I think it's really important to not only clean your room so that you have like a place to clear your mind, get your work done, focus, whatever, but also you'll have a safe space for, you know, not creating more bacteria, germs, keeping that hygiene together. It's going to improve your mental health and your physical health if you clean your room. Also, my hair is wet right now because I just took a shower. Please excuse that. I've looked better. I have this hair video right here where I show my curly routine and it looks a lot better there, so if you want to watch that, you can. I also have 2 or 3 other videos of things you could do while you're bored at home if you need more ideas than just this, so you can click the I somewhere over here and go watch them. Next we have how to still connect with friends or make new friends while social distancing. Ugh, I hate that word. It sounds horrible. Like, I'm like one of those people that just, I don't really enjoy being, well, I do enjoy being alone, but not for too long. So this is perfect for those of you who like need to have social interaction. Let's say maybe you just went through a breakup or you're single and you need to find new people. Well, this is the perfect chance to conduct a social experiment. Dun, 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 dun. Basically, if you're not already on all of the dating apps, or at least one of them, now's the perfect time because if you match with somebody, you can't actually meet with them right away. So you really have to get to know them through texting or FaceTiming or both because nobody is basically allowed to leave their house right now. So this will give you the perfect chance to kind of conduct your own circle episode and catch a catfish, maybe through FaceTime. Or it can give you the chance to really like have your own Love is Blind episode and find the love of your life through just chatting and getting to know each other before ever even seeing each other IRL. Not a bad idea, right? Next we have finding new artists and new music or creating some playlists that you've been meaning to do that you just never got around to with the music you already have in your library. I personally use Apple Music. A lot of people use Spotify. I've heard they're both good, but you can do this with either app you choose. Music is something that objectively lifts all of our spirits and can get us through a hard time. Whether you're on the Titanic and your ship is sinking and you're about to die and they're playing the orchestra in the background, or you're just going through your everyday breakup, music can really get you through a tough scenario. So this is really a perfect time to go through your library of music and start making a playlist for each mood that you have while on quarantine. Or you can also, this is what I do, since I have Apple Music, I'll go to like the part where it says recommended for you radio. Wait, let me see what it's actually called. Julia Gilman's station. I'm sure you have one. It's just like in your recently, well, it's in my recently played, but it should be by where the radios are in Apple Music. And I'm sure Spotify probably has their own recommended for you type of playlist or station. And you can just go through what's recommended for you, skip to the songs that you like, find new music, add it to your library, and then add it to your new playlist for each mood. And then there you go. You can have a dance party now. Just you, yourself, and you. I was trying to say me, myself, and I, but yeah, that. Next we have making a vision board or a dream board. This is perfect because we need to really like reflect while we're in our self-isolation, and focus on what we want to manifest when we get out of quarantine, because eventually we will be free again to roam the world together. And it's really important to know what goals, what things you want to achieve, what you want to create for your best life. And the perfect way to do that is by making a vision board. You can go on Pinterest, you can go on Google, you can go on YouTube, take screenshots of things that you want in your life and put them on that board. Here's an example of mine. It's unfinished. I did it digitally. You can also print these things out and do it physically, but if you have an iPad, you could also do it digitally and then make it your phone background. There's so many different things you can do, but I really think that focusing on positive manifestation is very, 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 very important at this time. I don't know about you, but I personally have been wanting to start a bullet journal for a very long time, but just really couldn't bring myself to do it because I was busy doing other things. So, since we have the time, if we want to get our life really organized and start putting those manifestations into physical plans, a bullet journal is the perfect thing to do. You can do it digitally like I am. I think I prefer doing things digitally. I mean, I make YouTube videos for a living, so I'm just the digital ass person. But basically, you can also go on Amazon, order a bullet journal. They're not too expensive. And just look up videos on YouTube on how to make a spread, how to do this, how to do that. It'll show you and you can get ideas from that, but you could also just do whatever you want. And I know that we won't have a lot of physical plans coming up in the next few months, but once you get your bullet journal ready, you can actually start physically planning in those things you want to manifest, or you could just plan in stuff that you're going to do on a daily basis at home so you don't end up just watching Netflix all day or YouTube. Either way, you're getting your life together, planning it out, and you're being creative all at the same time, so it's a win-win situation here. All of the freaking gyms are closed. I'm low-key freaking out because, I try to go to the gym at least 2 to 3 times a week and do a nice thick leg day, and I can't do that right now. So the only thing we really can do is at-home workouts, which isn't going to grow your glutes, but it's going to keep you in shape, it's going to get you moving, or yoga or stretching. All these things are great options, and you can still go for a walk around the block. Nobody is saying that you have to literally not be outside, so you can do your home workouts outside. If you have a yard, or if you have a block you can walk around, you can do that too. Or if there's a hiking area that not a lot of people go to, you can still do that. So I think it's really important to still stay moving, even though we have to stay home, stay away from other people. We can still move our bodies during this time. This one is my fave, which is bake something or make some food. I'm gonna be making pancakes because there's not a lot of things I know how to make, and pancakes are easy and they're yummy, but you can bake whatever you want. You can also teach yourself how to meal prep for the week. My mom was telling me I need to ration food because it's better that we don't go to the grocery store as much, but you can always do Amazon Fresh orders, or I think GoPuff and stuff like that. But either way, I think it's a great time to meal prep, make food at home, and I'm gonna be making pancakes. So cooking is definitely something to get into. If you don't know how, you can teach yourself how, because you have a lot of time. Self-care. It could be anything you really want it to be. For me personally, I like to do a face mask or a hair mask, or shave my legs, or wax my mustache, or paint my nails, or put on some makeup. Just anything that makes me feel really feminine and put together. But self-care could be anything. It could be cutting your nails. If you haven't cut your nails in a while, it could just be literally taking a shower. Sometimes when we're not feeling good about ourselves, or we're feeling really depressed, a simple shower can actually brighten your day a little bit. So whatever self-care is to you, make sure you are practicing that at this time. I think it's extremely important to really reflect on what it is that makes us feel better, that we can take steps forward to do. I love this one specifically because I think since we are off from our jobs and school, I'm not off from my job because I actually work from home, and that's why I feel really good about making this video for you guys, because I am so used to self-isolation. I've been doing it for years, not even on purpose. I don't know, I like being at home. I like doing my work from home. It's very comforting to me. I'm a homebody. I do like being around people, so the social distancing thing for me is kind of a struggle, won't lie, but I do think that having a lot of time to be home and be with yourself can give you that space to kind of rethink and reflect on where you want to take your life. Going back to the vision board, that's perfect to kind of throw pasta at the wall and see what sticks in your mind's eye. But I think taking one of those things and teaching yourself a new skill based off of something that you love, a hobby that you love or don't get to do as much, one of my friends, she's off from work, obviously, and she's an artist, but she doesn't get to express express that at work. She works in retail, but while she's home, she's able to like draw and like make clothes and do the things that she loves. So I think this is a really good time to not only do the things that you love, but try doing something new that you might enjoy. Teaching yourself a new skill could be anything from like piano, singing, a new language, makeup, cutting hair. You could cut your hair. I don't know. It could be literally anything. Anything that you've always dreamed of doing but never had the time. This is that time for you to go and learn how to do it. Research it on the computer. I feel like Google and YouTube are almost just as powerful as taking a literal course at a school, because you could learn so much, and there are courses online that you could even take. So I think this is a perfect time to really hone in on the things that you've always wanted to do that you never could. Maybe photography is one of them. Maybe making a TikTok. Maybe YouTube. There's a lot of those things. But seriously, if you want to start a TikTok, a YouTube channel, an Instagram page for whatever you want to share with the world, now is that time. You could order a camera on Amazon. You don't even have to order a camera on Amazon. You can use your phone. This is what people use to make TikToks. You can do literally anything. And there's so many videos on YouTube on how to start these things. Like, there's channels dedicated to starting a successful YouTube channel. You really can take this time to like live your internet dreams if you want. Now we have thrift, flip, clothes in your closet. So I don't know about you, but I personally have an overstuffed closet that I need to clean out, but that's a video for another day. We'll definitely be doing an extreme closet clean out, that's for sure. Don't doubt that, guys. If you have old clothes that you want to jazz up, you want to tie-dye, you want to cut into something new, now is the time. There's a billion different videos on YouTube on how to like make old clothes into new clothes, into cute clothes that were not cute clothes. And go in your closet and start getting creative. I think this is a perfect time. If you don't get to live your creativity at your job or at school in your normal life, now's the time to really like hone into that creativity. Put on that playlist while you're making a new shirt out of an old ugly shirt. And last, but certainly not least, I think it's really time, after you've done all your reflecting, to take what you need to work on, what you need to improve on. Take those things that like you've been pushing aside because you're busy, you gotta work, you gotta school, whatever. Take those things that you need to improve on and actually go and do the research and the reading, the video watching, the talking to a professional, digitally, about how you can improve on those things. So let's say, for example, you want to get healthy. You want to start working out, you want to start eating healthy. I know we can't go to a gym, but there's so many different people who do online coaching, like health coaching, that you can reach out to that's going to help their business, that's going to help your body, and you can do that. Or you can watch a bunch of different videos on YouTube for free. There's also that. Let's say you have money struggles and you want to learn how to save money, learn how to make more money with like a passive income online. There's so many YouTube videos and coaches for that online. There's just so much information that you can actually hone in on and improve on something that you really need to improve on, like that. Or let's say it's a little more personal, like your mental health. Maybe your mental health has been something you've been struggling with for a long time. Maybe you have anxiety or depression or just things here and there that really get to you. Now's the perfect time to watch YouTube videos on how to cope with anxiety, how to deal with depression, how to, move forward in that. And if you need to talk to a professional, I'm sure that there's a lot of different therapists that still need to run their business and can do the same thing that they would do in person, but via like the FaceTime or the Skype. I really think it's important that if you need to improve on anything, if you know that you have a problem with something in your life somewhere, now is the perfect time, after you've reflected and realized what it is, if you haven't already, to go and make the improvements and the changes that you need to make. That is all the ideas I have for this video. I know this is a really tough time for everyone, especially people who are like seniors in school, like high school or college. You're really excited for all the traditions that were supposed to happen and now they're not happening. And it can be very hard socially for literally everyone, especially people who aren't as fortunate to be able to buy things in bulk. I've been seeing so many grocery stores with empty shelves, and it's not that the shelves are like empty, they're restocking everything. But it's really scary to see that, especially if you can't afford like basic needs like food, diapers, toilet paper. I know this is like a super hard time, but we have to just try our best to stay positive, keep proper hygiene, wash our hands, wear a mask, and be there for each other virtually or however we possibly can. As a society, as a world, we will get through this pandemic and come out the other end. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every Saturday at 3 p.m. EST, which is 12 p.m. PST. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and I will either see you in my next video next week or my previous video, which you can click at the end. Love you guys so much. Bye. Stay safe.
what you wishing for.